Hey guys, it's Maria Lieu here with Century 21 Realtor and owner and founder of the Organic Realtor. I am here today with Bonnie, one of my friends, and she is really into essential oils, and she's with doTERRA. And I just feel like with essential oils, there's so much to be learned and so much to know because it can help us in our lives and with issues that we have, for example, headaches and whatever symptoms that you have. And that's why I'm sitting here with Bonnie today. She knows a wealth of information about essential oils and how it can help us in our daily lives. So thank you, Bonnie, for taking the time.
Thanks for having me.
What would you recommend in terms of essential oils helping out in our everyday lives? So for example, like my kid yesterday, she had diarrhea, unfortunately.
So this one is one of the most popular oils, and why a lot of people start using essential oils is because this oil helps with all digestion problems.
Nice.
So we call it the tummy tamer. So it's not just good for diarrhea, but it's also good for constipation. So
Nice.
it's everything that helps you regulate your digestive tract. You rub this on their tummy, you rub it under their feet, and they will usually either poo same day within the next half an hour to an hour, or sometimes by the next day. Yeah. Smells a little bit like
Zengest.
smells like licorice, because I think it's the fennel in there.
Yeah, it's the bath. I smell a lot of it. Another thing is like migraines and headaches. Like how would someone be able to use, because I have headaches every now and then, and I usually have them around that time of the month.
Good question. So
yeah.
I used to have headaches, and I used to take Advil like there was no tomorrow. I used to take Advil like it was candy, and I didn't know what it was doing to my liver. There's many options. So start with the basics. Peppermint is a good oil to use for headaches. I generally start with peppermint, and I find that it really does help. I apply it to the temples, and then or the spot where you feel it kind of like really hurting.
Nice.
It reminds me of Christmas.
Oh,
Copaiba and frankincense under the tongue gets the migraines away, like immediate.
Yeah.
You can use oils for everything, and I use it for everything from ailments, long-term muscle aches, common cold, flus, congestion, tummy aches, headaches, anything.
Yeah. Fever. Is there an oil to help for fever?
So there's not one single oil to use for fever, and there's a lot that people do use. So my kid just had a fever last weekend. He was home for the 3 days. Peppermint naturally cools the body down.
Okay.
But when you have a fever, it means that your body's trying to fight something.
Yeah.
So then you need to look at oils that we use to fight viral or bacterial infection, because we don't know what it is. I have a ready-made flu balm. That I use on my kid every time he's coming down with something. But I do want to talk about On Guard that I do use in the flu balm. This is the immune boost oil that I would take every day. I go through 3 bottles of this every season. Every day, 1 to 2 drops. You gargle it in your throat. If you're starting to feel an itch in your throat, you swallow it afterwards.
Yes, I finished all your little caps.
Those are,
by the way.
Those are wonderful. They're easy on the go.
So good.
How this oil works is that, again, for viral infections, it resides inside the cell. So there's nothing that the doctor can prescribe that will help cure it, because it's inside the cell. Oils can penetrate through the membranes to help protect it. Now, it won't cure it right away, but it helps. It wraps around it. It prevents the replication and prevents it spreading. The life of my flu has gone to 3 days. I'm back up and operating in 3 days when I'm starting to take the blood.
And a flu normally lasts 2 weeks.
Right.
Let's talk about the starter kit.
Okay.
That doTERRA has.
So that's for to help people who want to make the choice to start a new, more natural lifestyle to reduce the toxic load in their house. So kind of these top 10 oils kind of would replace everything in the medicine cabinet. Every household should have these 10 oils because it's your go-to.
Got it.
I like grouping them because this is how I like using them together. So On Guard, oregano, and Easy Air are kind of my go-to oils to fight illnesses and sicknesses and stuff. Easier again is your respiratory blend. We didn't get a chance to talk about this oil yet, but this is your easy air. It opens up your airways and helps you breathe easier. So it's good for any congestion, coughing, runny nose, asthma, everything. Yeah. So this is your all natural Vicks.
Nice.
It's a good one to diffuse in the room if like you worry about them like waking up in the middle of the night coughing or being congested. I use this overnight before I go to bed.
Snoring.
Snoring is good too.
Yeah.
Opens up the airways so that it lightens the snoring. And then we didn't talk about lavender, but lavender obviously is a really popular oil that everyone uses.
Yeah.
One use that may not be people are aware of is it's good for all things red.
Red.
So when you burn your finger or burn anywhere from like curling your hair or on the stove or cooking, apply the lavender oil immediately and you'll notice a difference. You won't form a boil, you won't get anything like
no hurting for the next 2 hours.
No,
Awesome.
It helps and you
love it.
Yeah, it's great. And then of course part of the top 10 is also Zengest for the all tummy tamer. Peppermint again is your go-to for headaches and invigorating, lightening,
energy.
Cooling energy. And lemon of course is help detoxifying.
Yep.
So it's a good oil to use. Just to add a drop of oil in your water instead of using the actual lemons itself.
Yeah.
And this one is your deep blue. So this one is for all body aches and pains.
Body aches and pains, muscles, ligaments, like
anything torn, sprains, back aches, repetitive strain, anything. That's a good one.
Carpal tunnel.
Yes.
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 Uh-huh.
And also the best part of this top 10 is also again my flu balm for when we're fighting off colds and flu season this year. So these are half the oils, but we use this anytime we feel like we're coming down with something.
Lemon, oregano, on guard, tea tree, and frankincense.
Yes.
So if any viewers wanted to check out some of the lines or view the products, who should they get in contact? Like, how would they get in contact with you?
I want to make sure they're getting what they need, so I do want to kind of maybe talk to them first. And again, that's why doTERRA is set up the way that they are, is because they don't want to be on a retail shelf where they can't distinguish themselves. They want advocates like myself to be able to speak and help individuals. So I do want to talk to whoever is interested in learning more about oils.
Yeah.
So I think probably the best way is maybe I'll tag myself on the video or comment on the video.
Yep.
So then they can reach out to me specifically if they have any questions or if they have any ordering questions, then I can definitely help them. And actually, just one more thing too. Every bottle has a code underneath. So you can go to the website Source to You. You put in that code. It'll tell you exactly where it was sourced in the testing process or where it was tested and sourced.
Love it. Good. Well, thank you so much, Bonnie, for this time. I know we took a long time. We had lots and lots of questions and tons of information, especially about kids, because I myself being a mom of 3 and you're a mom, and tons of viewers are mothers also. And that's why we do what we do about this no chemical free lifestyle. Is for our kids. It's not for us. It's for our kids to grow up nice and pure and whole. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you for sharing with our viewers all of this information and how to help us live a chemical-free life.
Happy to share.
Thank you.
Thanks, Maria.
Stay tuned.